Okay, we get back on the bike here today. So I gotta do some fabrication work today. I'm done screwing up the front end for now. So we're gonna work on this gas tank and then take a hack at the rear seat, I think. Nice and cool in here today, so we're gonna make a bunch of fumes and suck all the hot air out of here. So we want to lower this gas tank down. So I got a nice chunk of metal I bought here. I'm going to stick that in there, trim it down to fit, drill a hole through it, put a bolt through it. Then I'll take some kind of a piece of metal to go off the frame up here to hold the spacer up into there. So, we got a couple of different ways we can do this. We can put a solid piece of metal in there like this, and then cut this in half. Or I can put this solid piece in there like they did up in here, and then just run a little short piece up to it to fill in the gap and weld it in. And this is pretty much about the thickness of the frame, so about the same. So I like that idea better, so it kind of look like that. We got it welded onto the side of it there. So I think that's what we'll plan on doing. First I got to drop things about 15 times. Oh, alright. So first thing I gotta do is trim this down, square it up, and make it fit inside of the tank here. Looks like I got a good 100th of an inch. Oh, I got more than that. I'm not even on the lip. It's about a quarter inch too long. So we're going to make it fit. What do I do with my tripod? It's around here somewhere. There it is. Alright, so I'm going to do a little bit of lathe work. A little trimming, a little cutting, a little butchery. All the favorite stuff to do around here. Alright. Square it up. And narrow it up. It doesn't like it. No wonder it don't like it. One of those stupid double-sided bits I don't like. Yeah. That's the bit I use for doing aluminum work. Oh well. Where is my wrenches around here? Yeah, that's the one I use for facing off aluminum heads. Yeah, that's nothing but a roughing bit. Use something more like one of these without that stupid edge on there for roughing. Especially when you work on hot roll steel. Does not like to cut. Let's see, I have my checking bit, so I'll use this. Height is good. Tan just going straight up and down. Height was good, so it looked like it was. If it does any better. Oh yeah, much better. Must have a bit that actually looks good. I don't think you could see stuff squat in that picture, could you? Get this camera to look better. There it goes. Alright, well there's the end product right there. Nice and smooth. Got a chamfer up on there. So I'm going to put a hole through it right now. So I have to find some drill bits somewhere. And a drill. Means I got to change this out over here. There's the drill. Alright, where's all my center drills? Looks like I only got one center drill to use to make a hole. It's a good thing it's the one I like. Center drill puts a hole through the center. Pretty part right there. So right down there. So now you jam a drill in there. You know, something like one of these. I'm going to use a smaller one to begin with. Yeah, it looks halfway sharp. I'll use that one. It's called a pilot drill. Small drills cut better than big drills when you're plunging into solid materials. They work better. Just gonna jam that straight in there. I got a good view of my back, I think, this whole time, haven't you? Alright, so I'm gonna run this thing all the way in here. See how it starts? So just go a little bit at a time with the handle, like that. Back it up every now and then. You don't have to have cut and roll if you don't want to use it. It does help, but you don't have to use it if you don't want to. Usually when you cut hot roll like this, it helps to have it in there. It cuts better. Easier on the drill. But you don't have to, as you can tell. Keep this thing slipping back. Alright, pull that back a little bit. Pressure on it. Cutting oils over here. A little dab right there on the drill is all you need. Power it on through. It doesn't make that grinding noise like it was. You're good for about a turn and a half at most before you gotta come back. Yeah, it's cutting that even, you see it pulsing, but it's not happy. Okay, we're in there about halfway. Usually go about halfway through, about 1.5 inches. It might not be quite halfway. We'll do this one more time. A little bit too far. I'm going to grab the hold of it. You want too much. Ew, does not like to slide. It's got muck on there. So you don't use your lathe very often. For a while, it builds up crud on it. Could wipe things off every now and then. You want some lube on it, but not much. Alright, slides a lot better now. It makes noise though. So, put a little cotton oil in here like this. So you get a flat spot. flatbed lathe, means it's flat. You also have 2 V's on there for alignment. Get that thing going in. Okay, now you run this back a couple times. Whoa, now it's really slick. Like that. And that really slides easily. Oh, it doesn't even hit out there because that would be for that machine. This one only hits right here. And now it slides real easy. But now it's also going to have chipstick to it. It didn't even hit out here either. What a dumbass. That's for this machine. See, this one has the V groove on both sides and double saddle. This one only has 1 notch and 1 flat spot. Okay, get this out of here so you don't dump it. The key is to keep this can not too full, so when it does flip over, you don't spill a ton of material out of it. That's got too much in it already. Okay, so now this has got the hole in it. So I'm going to flip it around and do it again. Make sure you wipe off the excess oil, otherwise your lathe gets full of it. See, that feels pretty uneven. This thing's definitely not round. Yeah, it's not round at all. Okay. Same deal before. Metal off, square things up. Take the length off too at the same time. That out. Put our center drill back in. Oh, that slides easy now. Alright, put this over here. Got no room in the other shop for doing video in here. And start easily and go for it. Just kind of pull a dab of oil on it right off the get-go. Doesn't take much. Up the chips. Okay, go to the other side. One drill, didn't break it. Plus. You get an airline over here. Be easier. Okay, now we need a 5/16 hole through that, plus a little extra clearance. So we either going to drill or ream it. Need to have a 5/16 drill nearby. I'm not sure what size this is. Be nice if we had a caliper around here to measure with. But we don't. We do have a mic though. Mics tell you. So you hold a mic. So you do it real easily. So you want to measure on the flutes, which is this cutting edge right here. It's actually a margin, but so measure this out, see what it is. So it is one size under 5/16, so it's too small. Probably what I use for a pilot hole. Yeah, see, I don't see anything else laying around here. We'll use this for a pilot hole. Just a bigger pilot hole. It's step driven now. So we just run this thing all the way through. Then I'll run a reamer through to bring it up to shoe size. Making a mess. Got a little spot down there. If your chip's about 2 inches long, you don't have much of a problem, so every time you stop, the chip's break. Or every half time around, you can stop. Drill hole already through there doesn't load up. Just drill quicker. I can feel the tightness though, so it's tight. Run it through. Again. Now it's easy to drill again. The chips aren't all loaded up in there. Come out the other side. Too much. Blow this one off again. I used oil, I gotta wipe it also. Alright. Now we just grab a reamer. The right size would be nice. These are a stack of reamers, so 5/16 are down here. So probably this one here is our 5/16. If you go one size bigger, the hole will be, the bolt will go through nice and easy, but it won't be real loose. It's kind of how I like you doing them. I don't like having really loose holes in my stuff. This will give us 15 thou because we're one drill over, and plus bolts are usually about 8 to 10 undersized, depending how cheap they are. Usually have about 20 thou clearance, that's plenty of clearance. Not too far, it's stuck. One turn at a time. 3/4 better. Start pushing it and start spinning again. Sending out turns around. Trying to pull out the oil. Make sure Reno's happier in life. The other hole. No. Good. Felt like it did. I didn't see a spin, but it might have. There it goes. Through. Yeah, nice true hole now. Blow this one off. place for it. Alright, so that reamer's good to go. Put it back on a stand. What was that, 20, 11, 17, I don't know, 37, something. 64s. Some size. Very important. Okay, we're going to deburr our hole a little bit. Dull. Barely got good view of my back. So it gives us a good clean hole out the back side here. So I'm going to go ahead and deburr that side. There's our little chamfer there on the edge. Oop, get up higher, you can see it. The camera's a little low, a little high. Probably still too long, but we'll find out in a minute. Okay. All right, blow it off again. All right, let's go over and see what we got. So right now we got a nice tube. A thick wall tube is what that's called. Okay, so it's still a little bit on tight side. Looks like I got a good 1/8 of an inch still to come off of it. Get it where you can see it, but not really. It's hard for me to get in there to show you anything when you got no room. So there's not a lot of room in there to get into there, so anyway, it is what it is. Let's see. I can keep guessing. I'm going to guess it's almost 3/16 it needs to come off. So if you go from that side to that side, kind of guess about where you're at. Looks like we're about 2.2 inches. And we're a lot more than that. We're a 1/4 inch too much. We're 2.450. So it didn't look like it was that much too long. Yeah, it's about what it is. It's way longer than I thought it was. Alright. So got a lot of metal removal there. So we're going to cut off a couple hundred thou. It's almost 1/4 inch too long, 250. So I'll take out about 3/16, come back, check it. Sneak up on it so I'm not too much. Worst thing you do is cut too much at once. Then you got to come back and work on it again. Alright. So you can either guess how much you're cutting off, or you can put a dial indicator like this against the saddle. You know where you're at. So, that was 20. Yeah, back off a little. Almost 200. Put oil on there would help start. You don't have to. Oil makes fumes a mess. There's 200. now it's 200 thou less. We were at 450 before. Now we're only 350. I took way more than 100 off. I didn't measure it very close, obviously.